Good morning, everybody. Dave here with Nelson Creek Farms, welcoming you all back to Tuesday, the 12th of March. It's been cold, it's been raining, it's going to rain again today, and the wind is blowing, so it's kind of nasty to be outside. So, Farmer Dave, what are you going to do today, you ask? Well, today I'm going to make a trip uptown to the local bank to see about getting some money to buy some new equipment for here at the farm. So hang tight and we'll see what they say here in a minute. Yeah. Hey, how do you get a little old lady to use the F word? Any ideas? You have another little old lady halfway across the room yell, "Bingo!" Yeah, it does it every time. Alrighty, I'm back from the bank. While I was there, we had a pretty decent rain. Several brief little thunderbursts come through. So everything's still too wet and still too windy for me to want to be out here doing anything. But I did get a definite maybe on almost everything I want to do, but I did get a very positive yes on a few things. The bean counters at the bank are nitpicking apart different bits and pieces and trying to figure out how they can get me money with the best interest rates and whatever to make the purchases that I want to purchase. So now it's a waiting game. Sit back and wait and hear from them. So as soon as I know something about what we can and cannot do with the bank and financing and whatnot, I'll be sure to let you folks know. In the meantime, though, what I'm going to be up to is hauling some more pellets up to the house for heating the house. Yeah, gonna get a few more bags up there while the sun is out right at the minute. And something else I wanted to talk to you all about. As most of you know, I've been doing this channel just for my grandkids to keep tabs on what Grandpa's been up to. Well, unfortunately, my grandkids haven't been keeping too much tabs on what Grandpa's been up to. They're busy with their own lives now. They got school going on and sports and other activities. So that was the original reason why I even started the channel. Well, we're up to 645 subscribers now. And I do appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed. And I love it to pieces that this little guy's actually doing something y'all like and want to see go on and whatnot. However, I was talking recently with Alvis over at Old Red Tractors. He and his daughter sat down and started crunching the numbers about getting monetized by YouTube for doing these little shows on these channels. Well, I was kind of looking forward to getting enough subscribers and enough views and whatnot to make a few bucks off of it, just off of YouTube's commercial advertising. It'll help give me a little bit of income when I take my early retirement. However, like I said, Old Red Tractors and his daughter got to doing the numbers, and when you get everything lined up so YouTube will start sending you money, for every 1,000 views of each episode, you'll receive 18 bucks. Yeah, it's 0.018 cents per view. Well, folks, that ain't enough to make it worth the effort. So we're going to see how this year goes, and if I can get 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2024, we'll probably continue doing it. If not, I may just do a video whenever there's something important to show or whatever. I don't want to lose any of you viewers because of being disgusted at my thinking or attitude about the channel or whatever, but quite honestly, I spend about a day doing each one of these videos. By the time I film it, edit it, and upload it, it's blown pretty much an entire day for me. So yeah, to get more things done, I may just come along after the fact and show you guys what I have done. Do one video a week kind of a thing. instead of 2 or 3. So anyway, that's not in concrete yet. That's just the way it is. Now, I do have a few things that I'll know about tomorrow. Yeah, if I've been lucky enough to get a few items. So you'll be noticing some new equipment here at the farm probably in the next week. Nothing big, major, or fancy, but it will be something new. Something that I have been needing. And we'll get a few other projects done around here, like pulling the irrigation pump so we can get it in, get it rebuilt. Hopefully Friday, this coming Friday, the weather will be nice enough I can get out here and actually do that. Got trees and bushes we need to trim up and trim back and whatnot. And we're going to see about the corn maze and the pumpkin patch. Don't know how that's going to go just yet. And let's see, what else we got to talk about today? Well, there's some things going on in the family that's going to change some of what I do here at the farm. Some peckerhead just ran the stop sign in a little red sports car again. I don't know what time of day it is. I'd like to call the county cop and have him come out here because he's speeding while he's doing it. Must be doing at least 100. He's already cleared the quarter mile. Anyway, yeah. So there may be some changes in personnel here at the farm coming up this summer. We'll have to see, and we'll go from there. But anyway, I do appreciate everybody that has subscribed. I do appreciate it if you would subscribe if you haven't as yet, because you never know what I'm going to come up with and do next around here. Got a couple pickups we need to get worked on. I got a tractor that needs some very minor, mild restoration work done to it. We're going to pull a loader off of it and convert it to 12 volts and that kind of thing. And hopefully we can get if nothing else, we're going to get a huge garden plot thing going this year. So if you're interested in that type of thing, hang around for that. One thing I forgot to mention about the tractor, in my last video, it may not been attempted somebody trying to get in it. It is extremely odd that the latch here mechanism that opens the door is missing its cover, and the same with this back window for its latch. However, I did talk to the dealer, and they say no, it's not uncommon. It's just plastic. It gets cold, it pops, and because there's a rubber washer that's crimped down with the screw that holds this latch on. That rubber washer swells up. Well, it puts a lot of pressure on that plastic, and when the plastic gets cold, it pops. So yeah, that's most likely what's going on there. So nobody was trying to steal the tractor, thank heavens. I don't know if you can see that tire or not. Yeah, down through all the hardware of the cab and the loader, that's my front right tire. Just showing you, it's still way too muddy out here in the fields to do much of anything. Now, when I mentioned some change in personnel here at the farm, I'm not leaving, but I did talk to my daughter, and she is willing to come over and help put together the homestead's garden plot. For her family and my family, we're going to need some food, I'm sure, preserved coming up for this coming fall and winter and early spring. So yeah, if you're interested in gardening, you can tag along and see what we do. It may not be what you end up doing or what's the right thing to be doing or whatever, but it's what we do. So yeah, we still have snow up on the hills, so it's going to be a while before we get to planting anything in the ground around here, even though, well, here, look. Even the south field here is starting to get a little bit of a green hue to it a little bit down here at the bottom end of it. So it probably won't be long before we get into the fields and start working on the garden, and because we're going to tear up the entire backyard and turn that into a big garden area for the farm. And oh gosh, we got implements to restore and repair and you name it, all still coming up. We just got to wait for some better weather so we can get the stuff moved around without sinking in up to a wingtip. in mud like one of the last Boeing airplanes managed to do when it ran off the edge of a taxi strip. Yeah, sunk its left landing gear clear down to the point where the wing was skidding along on the ground. Yeah, it's a wonder that jet engine didn't suck up some of the dirt. Yeah, not looking forward to flying on anything made by Boeing. In fact, this little joystick I got here to run the loader bucket on this tractor, we have a electric lift at work. It's like an electric ladder. Has a joystick kind of a thing on it to control it, go forward, backwards, up, down, left, right, whatever. I was thinking about making a little sticking that says, or a sticker that said, joystick controller made by Boeing Company, and sticking on her because those things don't steer with a hoot. Anyway, that's where we're at. Hey, if you've all been around long enough, you've probably heard the term Blarney, meaning full of baloney. It's a Irish or Scottish rock called the Blarney Stone. It's in a museum somewhere. And I heard there's a bunch of fake Blarney stones running around the countryside claiming to be the originals. So what do you call a fake Blarney Stone? Any idea? Why, it's a sham rock, of course. By the way, if at any time during any of my videos you see something pop up claiming, I'm sorry, Idiot Joe looking for some money to support his campaign, I had nothing to do with it. I do not support the Democratic Party in any way, shape, or form. And in fact, I think most all of the Republicans needed to be voted out of office right along with the Democrats. My train of thinking is, and I don't mean to be political here, but my train of thinking is any elected official that's been in office for one term or less gets to stay there in November. Anybody that's had more than one term come this November needs to be voted the heck out of office and out of Washington, D.C. Yeah, we'll start all over with a clean slate. And one of the first rules they had to enact, or laws, is ban those dadgum lobbyists. And while we're on the topic of pet peeves, maybe it's because I'm a little old-fashioned, but do you know how stupid y'all look with Q-tips hanging out of your ears talking to a pizza box? Yeah, folks, that's a frickin' phone. You hold it up to your ear. Well, okay, so that's a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, it's a phone, folks. Hold it up to your ear. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Hold it up to your head. Yeah, it's not a pizza box. And people, if you don't have the Q-tip stuck in your ear, please don't be talking to your pizza box on speakerphone. You know why? The rest of us don't give a rat's hiney what you're talking about, no matter how important you think you are, or the topic of your conversation. Yeah, hold the phone up to your ear. Keep your conversation to yourself when you're in public, people. Yeah. It's just a little common courtesy, folks. Right up there with, if you think your phone call is more important than getting help from a sales associate or whatever in a store, put down the damn phone, leave it in your vehicle, deal with what you got to deal with in the store, then go back out when you're done, get on your phone and call whoever you need to. Common courtesy and a little decency, folks, goes a long way. So anyway, I'm Farmer Dave wishing you well. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye for now.